Hello everyone, let us recall the concepts of Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom chapter deals with the different phyla starting from Porifera till the chordata. Even mammalia also belongs to chordata, particularly to the vertebrata. Okay, so here you see the phyla and salient features of it and examples and the diagram. So this chapter is all about the examples, mainly examples. You need to remember examples. You could see the flow chart here. Please take the screenshot of it. Okay, very helpful for you. So Animal Kingdom starting, you could see that there are two important divisions. One is protozoa, other one is metazoa. Okay, what is protozoa? These are the animals or organisms at protoplasmic level. Protozoa examples, protozoans like amoeba, for example. Okay, so amoeba, you know that one single cell take care of all the activities of the organism. Metazoa is like bit upgraded form of the organism, cellular level, like in porifera, you see cellular level or tissue level, like if you see like coelenterata or organ level like arthropoda or like even humans also. Okay, metazoa, we are all metazoans. Okay, again metazoa can be classified into three types. One is mesozoa, that is basic cellular level. Okay, it is like below your sponges or poriferans. Okay, so mesozoa, that is one cell will be taking care of all the activities or functions. They also belongs to metazoa. Okay, parazoa, like bit upgraded version, that is cellular level. Normally you see in the case of porifera, that is sponges. The sponges have many cells. For example, choanocytes, also called as collar cells, correct? They help in the digestion of the food in the poriferans. Even they also have different cells like amoebocytes. Amoebocytes actually form different cells in the body of the poriferans. Okay, so if you go to the third type, that is eumetazoa or enterozoa. Eu means true. Okay, tissue or organ system level. In that again we can classify the organisms into two types, that is radiata and bilateria. So what is exactly this radiata? Having radial symmetry. You know what is radial symmetry, and bilateral symmetry. Okay, so the radial symmetry organisms again are of two types. Coelenterata, example hydra is given. There are many actually. Ctenophora, that is mainly you see the bureau. Okay, so these are the examples. Bilateria, if you see, during embryonic development of these bilateral symmetrical organisms, okay, we can classify them into two types based on the formation of mouth and anus during embryonic development. If mouth formation takes place first, after you see the anus formation. Okay, please don't misunderstand this. First actually mouth originates. Okay, after the formation of mouth, anus originates during embryonic development, and these organisms are called as protostomus or protostomes. Protostomes are nothing but pro means first mouth. Okay, later anus. Deuterostomes, human beings are nothing but deuterostomes. Here anus formation takes place first. Okay, later you see the mouth formation. First anus, later mouth. So that is deuterostomes. Human beings are very good example for deuterostomes. Protostomes again, like you see, again we can classify them into three types based on the coelom. One is acoelomata. Okay, platyhelminthes are very good example. Pseudocoelomata, very good, very important actually. Pseudocoelom. Okay, that is nematoda. That is Aschelminthes. Then Eucoelomata. In Eucoelomata, you see three different phyla: Annelida, Mollusca, Arthropoda. Don't worry about that schizocele and hemocoele, not required for you now. Okay, for NEET or CET, we'll skip that. Deuterostomes actually divided into two types. That is two phyla: Echinodermata. Other one is the chordata. Okay, but Echinodermata during its larval stage exhibit the bilateral symmetry, and adult stage exhibit the radial symmetry, but still they are bilateria. Okay, bilateral symmetrical organisms. Okay, so let us see our first phylum, porifera. Porifera means pores, correct? You could see the diagram there. Porifera, cycon, euspongia, spongilla is given. Remember that bath sponge is nothing but euspongia, very important, whereas spongilla is a freshwater sponge. A sponge. Okay, so example cycon, spongilla and euspongia. Okay, they are commonly called as sponges. Okay, habitat, symmetry, level of organization, fine. Water canal system is very important. Water canal system contains three components: ostia, through which the water enters into the body; spongiocele is the central cavity; osculum, it is the pore where the water goes out of the body. Okay, choanocytes, it is also called as collar cells, mainly for in the digestion process, they are the lining of spongocyl. Okay, so they have spicules. Spicules are nothing but kind of skeletal system of the sponges, and it is also called as spongin fibers. Remember that they are bisexual organisms, hermaphrodites. Okay, so fine. Asexual reproduction, fragmentation, you know that, you can just read it out. Fertilization is internal. Okay, development is indirect, having larval stage. Done. Remember the example, Spongilla is a freshwater sponge, Euspongia bath sponge. Done. Okay, please remember the diagram. Okay, so the diagram is also from NCERT textbook. Next one is Coelenterata. They are also called as Cnidaria. Okay, Cnidarians or Coelenterata. Habitat marine, symmetry is radial. Okay, level of organization tissue, diploblastic animals. Okay, these animals have cnidoblast. They are also called as stinging cells. Remember that. Okay, cnidoblast mainly contains a type of cell called as nematocyst. They are also called as stinging cells. What is the function of cnidoblast? They are actually present within the tentacles, so they help in food capturing, anchorage, and defense. Okay, they are poisonous. Okay, so body wall of the corals has calcium carbonate. Okay, not required. Yeah, metagenesis is very important. Alternation of generation between polyp and medusa stage. So in Coelenterata, you see two types of stages. Polyp. What is polyp here? It's a non-motile stage. Okay, normally like they produce the medusa, whereas the medusa produce polyp. So polyp actually, when produces medusa, they undergo asexual reproduction. So polyp asexually produces medusa, medusa sexually produces polyp. So this is the thing. So it is actually the between polyp medusa, medusa polyp is nothing but alternation of generation, that is nothing but metagenesis. Okay, you may get a question like name or give an example for polyp stage of Coelenterata. Hydra adamsia, very good example. Whereas the medusa stage, that is Aurelia. Always remember that the medusa is like umbrella shaped structure, like jellyfishes are medusa. You could say they are independent, free swimming stage. Okay, so whereas the polyp is like hydra, they are actually attached to the substratum, they are non-motile. Okay, done. Everything is covered. So here examples, you could see the diagram here. Okay, please remember this. Particularly the diagram of the cnidoblast is very very important. Okay, so no need to remember the labelings, that is not required. Okay, this is mainly for defense, anchorage and food capturing. So here examples: Physalia, Portuguese man of war; Adamsia, sea anemone; Pennatula, see Pennatula, pen is there, sea pen; Gorgonia, sea fan. Okay, Meandriana, that is brain coral, hydra. So these are the 6 examples with its common name given. Please remember this, could be asked for match the following. Okay, so recall it. Done. Okay, diagrams you could see, one is Aurelia. Aurelia is nothing but a jellyfish. Okay, Adamsia is also given, that is sea anemone. Okay, so this diagram is the cnidoblast or nematocyst. Okay, next one is the Ctenophora. See, the Ctenophora is nothing but called as the comb jellies or sea walnuts because of their shape. Okay, so you could see a flagella-like structure. Let me just read it out. Okay, just reading. Nothing. Symmetry is radial. So we have two phyla which exhibit radial symmetry. One is Coelenterata, other one is Ctenophora. That's it. Other than that, no organism exhibit radial symmetry. Easy. Okay, they are diploblastic animal, again lower level organisms, and they have 8 external rows of ciliated comb plates for locomotion. Okay, so they, you just see that ball shaped structure, and if you just count it, how many are there? The green color structures, 8 are there. Okay, they are the external rows of ciliated comb plates. They have cilia mainly for locomotion. The important characteristics is bioluminescence. Okay, so this property is seen, that is nothing but emit light. Okay, they are hermaphrodites. You know what is hermaphrodites? Bisexual. Okay, development is always indirect. Examples: Pleurobrachia and Tenoplana. Examples, very important. Done. So platyhelminthes, you could see the flatworms. What is the important point here? The excretion cells, that is flame cells, are for excretion and osmoregulation. Very important. They are also hermaphrodites. And planaria, you could see its diagram is not given here. Okay, the planaria exhibit high regeneration capacity. If you cut them into thousands of pieces, each piece will develop into new planaria. That's it. High regeneration capacity. Okay, so you can just read it out. They are flat dorsoventrally, means dorsal side, that is back side, as well as ventral side, that is front side. Both are flat, dorsoventrally flattened. Okay, they are mainly endoparasites. Inside the body, they will be there as parasites. Tapeworm, you know that liver fluke normally seen in the liver. Okay, Taenia examples: flatworm, fasciola hepatica, liver fluke, and planaria. Okay, so fine. Ascalminthus. Okay, so here you could see examples: Ascaris, Wuchereria. That is, you know that Wuchereria actually causes filariasis. Okay, elephant foot disease, and cyclostoma. Okay, hookworm. Okay, there are many actually. Fine, we'll just stick to NCRT. Commonly called as roundworms because their shape. Okay, habitat: free living, aquatic, terrestrial, and parasitic forms. Okay, mainly parasites. A living level of organization: organ symmetry. Yeah, bilateral, triple plastic animals. They have three germ layers. That's it. Pseudocoelomate animals. Remember it. You get this question. Okay, pseudocoelomates are, you get Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda as options. Go with Aschelminthes. Okay, pseudocoelomate. So remember that. What is the meaning of pseudocoelomate? Here they have ectoderm as well as endoderm, as outer as well as inner layers respectively, germ layers respectively. But in the center, instead of having a proper mesoderm, the mesoderm is found as scattered pouches, okay, such like a tiny circles. So that is pseudocoelomates. Got it? Not a true coelom organisms. So sexes are separate. That's what you could see here. The male is shorter compared to the female. Female is bit longer, correct? But if you look into the male posterior end, it's bit curvy. Female posterior end is not curvy, it's straight. That's it. Remember, female is always longer compared to males in roundworms. This could be asked. That's what the diagram is put there. Fertilization is inside internal the female body, inside the female body. Development is direct or indirect. Larval stage could be seen. Annelida. Okay. What is the what is the meaning of annelida? Annelida means the animal exhibiting metamerism. That is segmentation. Okay. Annelids means segments. That's it. Okay. Remember this. Example: Nereis, Hirudinaria. Hirudinaria means like they suck the blood. They also be called as hirudin, leech. Feritema, that is earthworm. Okay. Habitat, you know that. Okay. Level of organization with developed organ. Symmetry: bilateral, triploblastic animals, coelomate animals. Metamerism is there. That's what the name Annelida. Okay. Nereis. Okay. They exhibit the kind of lateral means sides, appendages. Okay. So you could see in the diagram. Some tiny structures, actually kind of triangular structures, comes out of the body, that is lateral to the body. That is called as parapodia, mainly for swimming. Okay, and they also exhibit muscles. What kind of muscles? Straight muscles, like longitudinal muscles from head to the anus. You see longitudinal muscle. Okay, you could see a line there, that is longitudinal muscle. At the same time, they have circular muscles like horizontal muscles. So to the longitudinal muscles, the circular muscles are perpendicularly arranged, okay, throughout the body. That is actually the very important characteristic of the phylum Annelida. Where, see here, earthworm and hirudinaria, that is earthworm and leech, are hermaphrodites, bisexual, except Nereis. Nereis is unisexual, so could be asked. Okay, so that's all about from Annelida. Examples, yes, simple. Next one is Arthropoda, and you know that it is the largest phylum in the animal kingdom, and this particular phylum could be expected, like you know, they could pick some questions from this particular phylum Arthropoda, because it contains so many animals, different animals. Okay, and some very important characteristics also. So the body is divided into three parts: head, thorax, abdomen. Simple. Okay, so they have jointed appendages, hence the name Arthropoda. That's it. Okay, the exoskeleton is chitin is present. Okay, exoskeleton, they don't have endoskeleton, only outside there is a tough covering is there, that is made up of chitin. Okay, chitinous. Respiratory organs, it depends actually, mainly gills, trachea, book gills. For example, in insects you see trachea. Okay, so circulatory system, open type. What is open type of circulatory system? Here heart is there, which pumps the blood, but there is no blood vessels, so the blood actually, you know, gives direct path to the organs. Okay, that means organs get direct path from the blood. That is open type. Sensory organs, obviously you know that: antennae, eyes. Statocyst, very very important. Name the balance organ of arthropoda. Balance organ. Statocyst. Okay. Excretory organ is Malpighian tubules. Remember this. Very, very important. So, uh, in Annelida, it is nephridia. The excretory system in Annelida is nephridia. I think I forgot that. But excretory organ of arthropoda is Malpighian tubules. Okay. So, for example, if you just remember cockroach enough. Okay. So bilateral symmetry, organ system. Okay. Coelomate animals. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal and they are 100% egg laying oviparous animals. So here arthropoda examples are given. Please remember this. Okay, some economically important insects: Apis indica, that is honeybees; Bombyx murray, that is silkworm; and Laccifer, that is called as lac insect. Disease vectors: Anopheles, Culex, Aedes, like mosquitoes; gregarious pest, Locusta. Okay, living fossil, very important. You may get a question. Name the living fossil of arthropoda. Limulus. They are also called as king crab. Limulus king crab. Connecting link between Annelida and arthropoda. If you just see the previous year question paper, I think somewhere else this was asked. Okay, it's nothing but peripatus. Remember, it's a connecting link between Annelida and arthropoda. Okay, it is not exactly Annelida, not exactly arthropoda. Peripatus, connecting link. Next, mollusca. Okay, so here you could see shell, that is pila, and even the devilfish octopus. Okay, so it is the second largest phyla in the animal kingdom. Okay, body is covered by the calcium shell, calcareous shell, habitat terrestrial as well as aquatic. Level of organization, organ system, symmetry, bilateral. Okay, triple plastic, coelomate, everything is common. Body is divisible into, yes, head is there, muscular foot, that is for locomotion, and visceral hump. Okay, so visceral hump. Mantle cavity is the excretory as well as respiratory organ because it is containing the gills. Mantle cavity. Okay, radula, it is nothing but the organ for feeding. You get this question: name the organ for feeding in mollusca. Radula. Okay, fertilization is internal and they are oviparous. You can imagine octopus laying egg. Okay, so examples: pila, apple snail; octopus, devilfish; loligo, squid. Okay, so these are the three examples, like common examples. Phylum Echinodermata. Okay, Echinodermata are nothing but starfishes. Even Ophiura is also there. Okay, fine. The body is covered by spines, hence the name Echinodermata. Echino means spines, tiny, like they are harmless spines actually. Okay, they have endoskeleton of calcareous ossicles. Okay, remember that, kind of like developing. Okay, so they are entering into the chordata stage. Not exactly chordata stage, but like showing the evolution. Habitat, obviously salt water, marine water. Level of organization, organ system, symmetry. See, the radial symmetry only seen in the adults, but the larval stage exhibit bilateral symmetry. Actually, it is not radial symmetry, it's actually bilateral symmetry. Okay, fine. Radial symmetry organisms are only two: Coelenterata and Ctenophora. Triple plastic and coelomate animals, digestive system is complete. Water vascular system. Please remember, in sponges or porifera, water canal system is present. In this case, water vascular system is there. What is the function of it? Locomotion, movement, capture and transport of food, and respiration. Okay, there is a continuous movement of water within, okay, the organism. Excretory system is absent. Okay, fertilization is external and development is indirect. Okay, I forgot actually, in mollusca you see the trochophore larvae and even veliger larvae. Okay, even in the echinoderms also you see the same larvae. Okay, examples: Asterias, that is nothing but starfish; Echinus, sea urchin; Antedon, sea lily; Cucumeria, sea cucumber; Ophiura, brittle star. I think you need to remember the technical terms, names. Okay, so echinoderms examples. Next, phylum Hemichordata. Okay, earlier they were these organisms were classified under chordata, but later removed because notochord is absent. But instead of notochord, they have notochord-like structure within the proboscis region of the organism. You could see the diagram there, proboscis at the anterior position. It contains a small notochord-like structure called as stomochord. Remember, so they are worm-like marine animals. Examples: Balanoglossus, Sarcoglossus. Okay, so they have stomochord that is present in proboscis. Okay, hence earlier it was classified as chordates. You could get a question: the similarities between chordata and hemichordata. Okay, what is the similarity? Both chordata and hemichordata have pharyngeal gill slits, like the place or region where you see that pharynx. Okay, there is gill slits. Why gill slits? For respiration. Okay, pharyngeal gill slits will be normally seen in chordata as well as hemichordata. Okay, that is the similarity between the both. Please note this point, could be asked. Level of organization, organ system, symmetry, bilateral, triple plastic, coelomate animals. Body divisible into three parts. You know that: proboscis, collar, trunk. Okay, circulatory system is open type. Excretory organ is proboscis gland. Very, very important. Respiration is through gills. That's what I say. Pharyngeal gill slits are present. Okay, fertilization is external and development is indirect. Larval stage will be there. Okay. Now we are into the main phylum, that is Chordata. Okay, Chordata means it must exhibit five important characteristics. You could see nerve cord is there. Nerve cord is dorsal and it is hollow. Okay. Then notochord is also there, that is also dorsal. Normally in human beings or in vertebrata, you see notochord is replaced with the vertebral column, but notochord should be there in chordata during, at least in embryonic stage. You could see the gill slits, okay, and post anal tail will be there, okay, and even heart should be present, and it should be ventral side, not on the dorsal side. Okay, so that's it. If you have any confusion, just your body parts. That's it. Your chordata. That's it. Okay. A difference between chordata and non-chordata, I think, yeah, a notochord is present, notochord is absent. Okay, heart is ventral, heart is dorsal if present. Okay, central nervous system is dorsal, that is backside, hollow, tube-like. If you look into the spinal cord, it is hollow. It is filled with CSF, correct? Okay, and single. But in the non-chordates, that is invertebrates, they have CNS, which is ventral. Okay, like normally on the stomach side, solid. It's not hollow. Okay, and double. Remember that. For example, in Annelida, if you just bisect them and you could see the two nerve cords actually got it double. uh, Next one is post-anal tail is present. In this case, it is absent. Pharynx perforated by gill slits. In this case, pharynx is there, but gill slits are absent. That's it in non-chordates. Okay. So subphyla of chordata. This is very important. Normally in the previous year question paper, you could see questions from the subphyla of chordata. Normally you see three subphyla of chordata. One is Urochordata. It is also called as Tunicata. Please remember the names: Urochordata, Tunicata. Marine water animals. Okay, it could be like these two, Cephalochordata and Urochordata, are nothing but also considered as invertebrates of chordates, kind of it. Okay, because they look like invertebrates, but they are chordates. That means they have not a chord. That's it. Okay, they are 100% marine water. Urochordata and Cephalochordata both actually are also called as protochordates. Proto means first. Okay, protochordates. Even they are also considered as invertebrates of chordata. Okay, so remember that. Examples here, Urochordata. I have to tell you this point. Notochord is present only in larval stage and in larval tail. Remember it. Urochordata tunicata. Larval stage, notochord is present, and notochord is present only in larval tail. Okay. Examples: Acidia, Salpa, Doliolum. These are the examples. Please remember this. ASD. Okay. Urochordata tunicata. Cephalochordata. What is the meaning of cephala? Cephala means head. Please remember it. Cephala is nothing but head. Okay, so that means notochord is present from head to tail part. That's it. And it is present throughout the life. Okay, in Cephalochordata. They are also marine water. Examples: Amphioxus or lancet. It's nothing but called as branchiostoma. Amphioxus, lancet. You have to like remember the examples I'm telling you now itself. Okay, they are also called as protochordates. Urochordata, Cephalochordata. Let us go to the third subphylum, that is vertebrata. V. Okay, notochord is present in embryonic development. Okay, now later it is replaced by the vertebral column. That's it. Okay, so muscular heart with two, three, or four chambers. In fishes, you see two. In reptiles, you see three. In crocodile, you see four chambers. And obviously, in birds as well as human beings, like yeah, mammals, you see four chambers. Kidney is for excretion. Okay, there are types of kidneys. One is protonephridia, metanephridia, like that. It's not required for you. Appendages are paid, that is, appendages means for locomotion. In fishes, fins, whereas in developed animals, like limbs are present. Vertebrata is divided into two divisions. This is very important. Agnatha, Gnathostomata. Again, vertebrata. Even though they have vertebral column, but here jawless vertebrates will be there. They are called as agnatha, and the presence of jaw, that is called as gnathostomata. We have jaw. Correct. Okay. So agnatha, jawless vertebrates. Remember it. The diagram is given. Okay. See, that diagram is petromyzon. Okay. So here it has only one class, Cyclostomata. There is one more class, actually, I don't remember. It starts with O something. Okay, so it's extinct. Okay, Cyclostomata is not extinct. Okay, example, Petromyzon, like lamprey, myxin, hagfish. Petromyzon, myxin are very good example. Okay, they are agnatha, that is they doesn't have jaws. Ectoparasites on some fishes, like normally seen on the surface of some large fishes. Okay, see 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits. Okay, jaw is absent, but they have sucking mouth. That's what they are, ectoparasites. Circulation is closed type. See, please note this point. All vertebrates have closed type of circulation. You may get a lot of questions actually to confuse you. You stick to this itself, closed type. Vertebrates are higher organisms. Okay, marine water animals but migrate to fresh water for laying eggs. Okay, so this is very important. I told you in one of my class like anadromous migration and catadromous migration. Okay, that's not required for NEET now. Development is indirect. That means even though they are vertebrates, they exhibit larval stage. Okay, cyclostomata. Gnathostomata, yes. Here the animals with jaws. There are again two divisions. One is species. Species are nothing but fishes. Tetrapoda. Tetrapoda means we human beings, reptiles, eels, and even amphibians comes under tetrapoda. In species again there are two types. It's very easy actually. One is chondrichthyes. They are nothing but cartilaginous fishes. Okay, cartilaginous fishes. They have cartilage, endoskeleton. Mouth is on the ventral side. Just imagine a shark. Where exactly mouth is situated? On the ventral side. They have gill slits, yes. But operculum is there like normal fishes? No. Operculum means covering of the gills. Okay. Skin has placoid scales. Please remember this placoid scale. Chondrichthyes, placoid scales. Usually viviparous. This is very important. No confusion here. Viviparous. You can imagine shark giving direct birth to a mini baby shark, not mini baby shark. Okay. So usually viviparous. Fertilization is internal. Okay. So no air bladder. They have to swim constantly. Why? To avoid sinking. Okay. Teeth are backwardly directed. Okay. Modified scales. Teeth is nothing but a scale which is modified into teeth. They are backward. Okay. So notochord is persistent throughout life. This is very important. You can imagine a shark like you can bend it. That means like there is no specific vertebral column. Okay. They have notochord. Okay. So that gives bit of rigidity. Okay. Shape to the fish. Okay. Males have claspers. Okay. On pelvic fins. Why? To hold the female during copulation process. They are poikilothermous animals, cold-blooded animals. Okay. Chondrichthyes examples. Please remember this. Very, very important. Torpedo. Electric organs are present. Trigon. Poison sting is present. Scoliodon. Dogfish. Pristis. Sawfish. Okay. Carcharodon. That is great white shark. There are 5 examples given in your NCERT. Please remember this. Very important. Next one is the Osteichthyes, that is bony fishes, bony endoskeleton, mouth is terminal, exactly opposite. Okay, 4 pairs of gill slits. Remember that here 4 pairs of gill slits covered with operculum. Okay, covering is there for the gill slits. Skin has cycloid or ctenoid scales. They have placoid scales. These Osteichthyes have cycloid or ctenoid scales. Usually oviparous, egg laying animals. Okay, fertilization is external. Have air bladder, so which regulates buoyancy. Cold-blooded, again poikilothermos. Examples, okay, these examples are very important. Exocetus, flying fish. Please remember this. Normally asked in previous year questions paper. Okay, Exocetus, flying fish. Hippocampus, seahorse. That is, they are all marine fishes. Labio, that is Labiorohita. You know that. Katla, Clarius, that is magur. Okay, freshwater fishes. Betta and Pterophyllum. Okay, they are all nothing but the aquarium fishes. Okay, fighting fish and angelfish. Okay, fine. Next is tetrapoda. Tetra means 4, poda means like limbs. Okay, class amphibia. I think you are a bit familiar with this. Body is divisible into head and trunk. Okay, skin is moist, no scales. Tympanum represent ears. Cold-blooded again. Cloaca, very important. Okay, it's a common opening for elementary, urinary, and reproductive tract. Okay, respiration is mainly by gills, lungs, or skin. Heart, 3-chambered. In fishes, 2-chambered. I think I did not mention that. Sexes are separate, oviparous, indirect development. Okay, so simple. They have larval stage, tadpoles. Examples, bufo, that is toad, rana, frog, hyla, tree frog, salamandria, that is salamandra, salamander, ichthyophis, that is limbless amphibians. You may get a question like, name the limbless amphibian. Limbless means no limbs for locomotion. Ichthyophis. Next one is reptilia. You know that why it is called as reptilia. Reptum means creep or crawl for locomotion. Creeping animals, crawling animals, snake, for example. Body has dry and cornified skin And epidermal scales or squids. Remember this word squids could be asked, like I saw this word in one of the match the following type squids. Okay. Tympanum, like frogs, represent ear. Limbs when present are two pairs, cold-blooded poikilothermus. Okay. Snakes and lizards shed scales, that is as skin cast. Okay. I forgot one thing while discussing about arthropoda. You see the shedding of skin in arthropoda called as ectidis. Okay, so remember that word ectidis. Okay, so that is arthropoda. Heart is three chambered but four chambered in crocodiles. Internal fertilization, sexual reproduction, oviparous, direct development. Examples, oh my god, you have to remember 10 examples. Chelone, that is actually it is not chelone, it's kelone. Kelone, turtle. Testudo, tortoise. Okay, then chameleon, tree lizard. Calotes, garden lizard. Crocodilus, crocodile. Alligator. Hemidactylus, wall lizard. Naja, cobra. Bungurus, crate. Vipera, viper. Okay, so please remember this. Aves. Okay, so you can expect some question from this class because it has got some important features. Feathers or beak. Forelimbs are modified into wings. Hind limbs have scales. Okay, this is very important point. Heart is four chambered, and you see they are warm-blooded animals. Homeothermous. Even human beings also homeothermous. Okay, okay. So that means aves and mammals are warm-blooded. Okay. No glands on skin, but they have oil gland at the base of tail. Okay. So endoskeleton is why they have oil gland, because to keep the feather they provide lubrication to the feather. Correct. Okay, feather. Endoskeleton is bony, that is ossified. Please remember the word, with air cavities, that is pneumatic bones are present. Okay, and hollow bones to assist in flight. Lightweight. Digestive tract has two additional chambers. I think I did not tell this point in the classroom. Please note this point. If you look into the aves digestive tract, they have two additional chambers, crop and gizzard. Okay, crop and gizzard are the two additional chambers. Okay, air sacs are connected to lungs to supplement respiration. That's it. Okay, fertilization is internal, oviparous, direct development. Eggs are surrounded by calcation. Now examples again: Curvus, crow. Columba, pigeon. Psittacula, parrot. Struthio, ostrich. Okay, ostrich is the flightless bird. Remember this. Pavo, peacock. Then Aptenodytes, that is penguin. Okay, Neophron, that is vulture. Okay. Mammalia, easy. Mammary glands to nourish young ones. Okay, they give direct birth to the young ones. Have two pairs of limbs. Warm-blooded. Skin has hairs. External layers are called as pinna. Okay, teeth, lungs. Okay, respiration. Heart, fourth chamber. Sexual reproduction. Viviparous, that is direct birth. Okay, so Ornithorhynchus. It is also called as duck-billed platypus. Duck-billed platypus, Ornithorhynchus, is a mammal which is oviparous. That is egg laying. It's a mammal but lays eggs. Okay, so this example, so many are there. Ornithorhynchus, duck-billed platypus, oviparous mammal. Macropus, kangaroo. Pteropus, flying fox. Camelus, easy now, camel. Macaca, monkey. Ratus, rat. Canis, dog. Felis, cat. Elephas, elephant. Equus, horse. Delphinus, that is easy actually, dolphin. Okay, you can predict. Okay, a Balanoptera, blue whale. Panthera, Leo, Panthera tigris. Okay, so these are the examples of the mammalia. So that's all about from this chapter. So you have to remember all 10 phyla. Okay, compared to plant kingdom, this chapter is easy because we are a bit familiar with the animal names compared to the plants. Okay, I want you to be thorough with all the examples, even from plant kingdom chapter as well as animal kingdom chapter. Got it? So you can score at least around, I think, 16 marks in it. Okay, 2 plus 2 questions. Okay, CET you can expect around 1 1, yeah, 2 questions. Okay, so don't lose the marks. Okay, so that's all about it. Thank you.